Darius Acuff is making his college decision this Friday, Carter. He announced it over the weekend. So we are 3 days away from knowing where Darius Acuff will attend school. His final options include Arkansas, John Calipari, Kansas, Bill Self, and Michigan, Dusty May. We've heard the pitches for all of these. Bill Self is winning, championships. Arkansas is, I love the way Cal gets his guys to the league. I love the way he develops pros. I love Cal. Michigan is, it's my hometown school. It's my hometown. I've always been around them. Dusty May lets his guards rock. Any leanings on what you expect from Darius Acuff later this week?
Yeah, let's cut the shit here. Get ready to speak Tyson chicken, my friend.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of ignoring it. I'm not doing it anymore. Like, Greg, doesn't it sometimes come down to when you look at a guy and you're like, that guy looks like he's going to play for this coach and this team?
Yes.
I love Bill Self. I love Kansas. I look at Darius Acuff, and every time I see him, I see a Coach Calipari guard.
Yes. Me too.
So so as much as because I don't want to fully get there is because it is between them and Kansas. And when Kansas is ever in the fold, you take them seriously. My great grandfather taught me that a long time ago, even though I never met him. You always take Kansas and Bill Self seriously. He made sure he instilled that in me. So you never really know what's going to happen, but I have a hard time not thinking that this doesn't end up with him in Arkansas.
What would you put the percentage odds for each school at this point?
75-25.
75-25, 0? Seems like you're ignoring school number 3 here.
I am. I very much am.
Well, we did say we founded this program upon not lying to the people. So I can't lie to the people despite my best efforts. I don't think it's 0 though, Carter.
Let's call it 70.
If it was 0, they would have been left off, and this would be a final 2.
That's where I think it's at 5%.
5 seems high.
5 seems high.
5 seems high. I'd say 1 out of 100 times this lands maize and blue for Darius and for me and my soul. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe there's some last minute pitch stuff going around. Again, I was kind of hoping, I said this last week, like if you're trying to hang in the Darius Acuff recruitment, you're hoping some weird shit happens before then. Like you're hoping Kansas or Arkansas takes somebody that gets in the way of Darius Acuff. And that didn't happen. This commitment date rose up quickly. It's Friday. So there is no time unless John Calipari does something really stupid in the next 3 days. Darius Acuff seems to be bound for one direction here. I think it's Arkansas as well. It's not just like he feels like a Cal guard to me, but I truly believe when Acuff talks, the priority here has always been, hey, I'm an NBA player and I'm going to get there. And if that is your priority, with all due respect, that's not even what Kansas is built upon. Kansas is built to contend. If you go to Kansas, you want to win college basketball games. And I don't know that Darius Acuff actually cares about that. I think he's a competitor, but I think he is a competitor on an individual level to the point of knowing, hey, I need to get myself as quickly as I can to an NBA franchise. And John Calipari is still, even at a new school, the number 1 person in the world to attach yourself to if you want that to happen. This is kind of a reminder, honestly, to Kentucky fans and everyone, like, this is still going to work at Arkansas, right? If he ends up with the Razorbacks.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I would go, I think Kansas has more of a shot than you think, though. I'm going to say 60%, 65% Arkansas, 34% Kansas, 1% Michigan.
I'm going to be sick when Bill Self spits in my face.
If you were Darius Acuff, what would you do?
If I was Darius Acuff?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go to college for real. BYU?
Okay. If you were Darius Acuff and this was your 3 options, where would you go?
I'd go to Arkansas.
Okay. I think I'd go to Kansas. But then, like, Well, no, DeJuan Harris is leaving, right? So you inherit it from DeJuan?
Yeah, I mean, you really listen closely to Bill Self's pitch, and if he even mentions that I want you to be the next DeJuan Harris, then you leave.
I think I would go to Kansas if it were me, but I think it's not me. It's Darius Acuff, and that's why I think he's going to Arkansas. Car, you know what I love about you?
That I'm handsome?
You're reliable. I can count on you. You know, honestly, you remind me of Aaron Henry a little bit. Remember when, like, their back was against the wall, nothing was going right, and man just showed up every day. He didn't make excuses. There were no problems, there were just solutions.
Sounds like me.
That's you. And it also reminds me of Duncan Mechanical Solutions, because if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts that you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company that serves Northeast Indiana and Southern Michigan, whether it's heating and air conditioning, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Cart, remember when your basement almost exploded?
I remember when my basement almost exploded. I remember when my furnace itself was acting funny. I remember when my AC was acting funny. I wish I had Duncan in my back pocket. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been anywhere in northern Indiana or southern Michigan that hasn't been perfectly cool or perfectly warm, depending on when the day called for. And that's because of Duncan Mechanical Solutions. They are the presenting sponsor for the month of July. Shout out to Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to learn more.